welcome back to my channel. Hope you're all doing really well. I thought I'd come on. I'm going to do some skincare and just talk to you about how my surgery went and everything. I thought I'd give you a bit of an update. It's been exactly a week since I had my surgery, and yeah, just thought I'd come on and give you a bit of an update, how things are going, how surgery went, what went on in the hospital, because that was fun, not? And yeah, just do that. Right, I always forget to do this. I'm just going to take my nose studs out. Right, that's done. So yeah, just thought I'd come on and just talk a bit about it. It all went okay, like the actual surgery itself all went fine. Went in, was sort of taken down to surgery, and all that part, that all went brilliantly. The problem started on the ward. Now, I'm not blaming nurses or anything like that. I know that they work hard. It just wasn't very pleasant. I'm just toning my face with my Beauty Bay niacinamide and vitamin C toner. Love this one. Yeah, it was hard work. They put me on a critical care ward, and unfortunately the people that I was on there with were challenging, should we say. It wasn't their fault, don't get me wrong, it wasn't their fault. We had a lady that had dementia, and she just kept shouting all through the night. It would be dead quiet, and then she'd start shouting. Well, it weren't dead quiet, because she was playing like music from the 30s and 40s, so like Dame Vera Lynn, that kind of music, all night. But it had to be on because apparently it helped to keep her calm, which is fair enough. It's not unpleasant music. It's just, yeah, not my cup of tea, but it's not unpleasant. So that isn't her fault. That's just how things are. And but she did periodically shout and scream quite a bit during the night. There was another lady there who didn't have dementia. She was quite compos mentis, but she was just very demanding and very rude, especially to the nurses. She was really quite rude and racist, basically. So she was really quite unpleasant to listen to. But, you know, it's each to their own. Unfortunately, the lady that was in the bed next to me was in end of life. So that was quite distressing. She'd been fine the first day I was there, but overnight and then in the morning, she wasn't waking up. And the thing that did annoy me was they didn't put the curtains around her. They should have, but they didn't. And so it was very obvious that she was in end of life, and it was distressing. The other thing that annoyed me was no one called a doctor or a family or anyone. They just left her there. I didn't agree with that. Not at all. But there's nothing you can do, and they had nowhere else to put her. My problems came from just trying to get my pain relief. Bearing in mind I'd had major surgery, and they came round with the drugs trolley, and I wasn't allowed to take my regular drugs that night because for whatever reason doctors or whatever had forgotten to write it all up. Now, I had taken my own drugs in, so I had them, but obviously they didn't want me to take them, and I was so full of drugs from surgery and all the rest of it that I didn't feel comfortable just doing it. Sorry, that's my serum. It's just this one. It's Beauty Perfect Vitamin C and E Energy Glow Boosting Face Serum. I'm going to be investigating where to get this from, because this is really nice. It's a really nice serum. So yeah, I mean, I do my serums differently. So in the morning, I use all my vitamin C stuff. And then at night, I use my retinol. Because you shouldn't mix the two. They don't go together well, apparently. I don't know. It's just what I've been told. So I just keep them separate. It makes life a lot easier. So yeah, that's the vitamin C. And then I use my trusty, my Miracle serum from Revolution. I love this. They have just released the night serum of this. And I've got it. And I'm going to do a testing video on it. We're going to find out if it's as nice as this one. Because this one, I love how this makes my skin feel. It smells amazing. I don't know what that smell is, but it's not unpleasant. And it just smells so nice. I don't know what it is, but it's just really, really nice. Don't ask me what's in this. I have no idea. I don't care. It's just really nice. Yeah, especially if you're going to be doing makeup. This would be good if you... I use a regular primer anyway. But if you were just going to put on normal, like, just if you didn't want to use a primer, this would be good to put under makeup as a primer. It's really, really nice. But I do more than that. And then the next serum I use, this is my imim eye serum. I love this. This is so nice. I will link it all down below. But yeah, I did get gifted this, but I'm still using it. I've done all of that. I'm still using it. I love it. So I've got some eye serums already that are from other places, but when they run out, I will be repurchasing this one because I really like this. It sinks in lovely, and it just, I don't know, you're not going to be able to see it, but it just smooths it all out under my eyes and it plumps it up, and it's just really, really nice, really hydrating, really, really hydrating, and I just really like it. So there's that. And then the day moisturizer I'm using at the moment, this is one I got in one of the advent calendars. I think it was Glossy Box. This is the Esper Optimal Skin Pro Moisturizer. I've just got a little one. I think this is about 15ml. I'm just gonna use it because I've got it. So, but it's quite nice, and you don't need a lot, so it's a little goes a long way. So I just take a little bit like that and then do this. Just, I don't put it right under my eyes, just under there, look, because I've got an eye cream and I'm not using it on my neck because I've got another product that I want to show you that I've been using that is also really, really nice. So I'll show you that. But yeah, anyway, it was the surgery. Yeah, it was getting my pain meds. I don't know if it was because of the other people being so challenging or whatever, but I was getting to the point where I had to beg for my pain meds. I was going 3 or 4 hours overdue. And because of that, I was getting a lot of pain. Bearing in mind that the first few times that they missed my meds was the day of my surgery. So, like, overnight. And I was in agony. And I couldn't get on. And because I was allowed to get that bad, that I then wasn't getting on top of it. So I was in a lot of pain. A lot of pain. And then the next morning, about 11 o'clock, they come round and told me they were moving me to a chair because I was going home. Which I was like, okay. I thought I'd be in there for 2 or 3 days, which is what I've been told. But no, apparently I was going home that day. Thankfully, because I said to them I didn't know if I'd be able to sit in a chair. I was in that much pain. Because all throughout the next day, I wasn't getting my medication. This was at 11 o'clock in the morning. I still hadn't had breakfast. Bearing in mind, I know I was on a liquid diet and I know I couldn't eat very much, but I should have been offered something, and I wasn't offered anything. Not a thing. If I hadn't had my own water, I wouldn't have even got water because they didn't even bring me round a jug of water. But I'd taken some of my flavoured waters in. And yeah, because I was told at 11 o'clock that I would be going home very shortly, they were going to move me to a chair by reception so that I could go home. and I had to wait there for my medication and everything to come up. Now, I was already nervous because hospitals are notorious for saying we're just waiting for medication and it can take hours. Right? So I'm aware of that because I've done it before. Anyway, I didn't think I'd be able to cope with this chair. And I said that. I don't think I can sit in the chair for that long, you know, if it's going to be a couple of hours. And they said, oh, no, it won't be. It won't be. It'll only be about an hour and a half, 2 hours. And I was like, right, okay, well, this was 11. Paul and Lucy weren't due to come up and see me till even 2 o'clock because that's when visiting hours started. So I was like, right, okay, well, then I need to get them up earlier so that I'm ready to go. So I phoned and said, look, it's going to be a couple of hours, but I'm going earlier. So they decided to come up straight away. So they came up and they must have got up to me. You got up to me about 12:30.
Parked at 12:30, yeah.
Yeah, they parked outside the hospital at 12:30. So they got up there for 12:30. So that was an hour and a half. So I was expecting, you know, maybe they sit there for an hour, something like that. Luckily, they brought me up a small Costa, right? Because this is the first thing that I've had that's anything like food is a Costa. It's just a small, skinny, wet latte, right? Anyway, the lunch trolley and everything came round. I wasn't given anything. I was still on my bed at this point. They had let me stay on my bed. But I wasn't given anything. And I was still asking for pain relief at this point. I was still having to beg for my pain relief. I was getting it, but it was always like an hour and a half overdue, which meant the pain, I wasn't getting on top of the pain at all. I know they're busy. I do know they're busy, but I was made to feel like I was an inconvenience, like I shouldn't be there. And I was in the way. And they did make me feel like that. And I had major surgery. So I wasn't very happy. Anyway, they then came round at 4 and told me that I had to go to the chair because they needed the bed. So I was moved to this chair. And it was literally in a corridor. It was in the corridor by the nurses' station. 5 o'clock, the dinner trolley came round. And I asked, am I going to get any dinner? And they're like, oh, well, yeah, you're here, so you should. And I said, well, you say that, but I haven't had breakfast or lunch yet. Nobody's given me anything for breakfast or lunch. And they were like, what do you mean nobody's given you anything? And I was like, I didn't get breakfast or lunch. Didn't even get asked. Nothing. And I said, yeah, and, you know, I was already felt like an inconvenience, and I was already just asking for I was asking as well for my regular drugs. That was the other thing. And I kept getting told, no, you can't take them yet. You can't take them yet. We need the doctor to sign off on them. The doctor to sign off on them. Now, these are medications that I take and have been taking for years. So one of them is an antidepressant. So when you don't take it, you do start to get agitated, and that from not taking it, you get withdrawal, because I've been on it for about 7 years and I was getting agitated and I knew I needed it. Now I had it in my bag and I didn't see why I can't take it. And they're like, no, the doctors. And I'm like, well, the doctors have been round. Why has my medication not been sorted out? Why is this still, 24 hours after I got it? Why is, my general medication not sorted? Surely you continuously throughout this whole process where I came up and everything, all you ever wanted was the list of my medications. I brought in the list of my medications. I've brought in my medications. I have it in my bag, right? And I said, I'll wait another half an hour and then, I'm an adult. I'm going to take my medication. I was getting annoyed by this point. And half an hour later, nothing, not a thing. So I took my medication. It's my medication. I'm prescribed it. I need it. They knew I needed it. They've always known I've needed it because I needed it on the first lot of surgery I had. It's the same medication that I've been on all the way through this. It's all in my notes. They all know about it. Just for some reason, it hadn't been bothered to be sorted out. So I took it. And when they come round, I said, I've taken my medication. If you want to put it in a drugs chart, you can, but I've done it, Anyway, they weren't happy, but, it's, I'm a grown-up. If I want to take my medication, I can. It's prescribed. So I did it anyway. Yeah, that was about about 12:30, 1 o'clock, I think I took that. Anyway, then like I say, about 4 o'clock I got moved to the chair, and 5 o'clock they came round with the dinner trolley. And like I say, I hadn't been offered anything at this point, not a thing, not a thing. And they gave me a little pot of jelly, and luckily I was able, so I ate that. And then about 6:30, because bearing in mind I got there at 4:30, I'm still there, it's 6:30. The dinner trolley came round, like, and they were actually giving it out. And I said to them again, am I getting anything? You know, I'm allowed soup. I know I was on a liquid diet, but I'm allowed soup, things like that. And they were like, oh, have you put in a menu? I'm like, no, I haven't been given a menu, I haven't been given anything. Didn't know anything about a menu, don't even know where I would put in for a meal. And they were like, oh right, we'll sort you something out. And they brought me round some lentil soup, which when you haven't eaten anything for, you know, or well, 2 weeks, I mean, it wasn't very nice, but I was desperate for something. So yeah, I had a few spoonfuls of this lentil soup, which was all it took to fill me up, to be fair. But at least it was something. And then finally, I was allowed to leave at about 7:30 in the evening. So from being told at 11 o'clock that I was going home, I didn't actually leave. I didn't get my medication or anything until 7:30 in the evening. I'd spent 3 hours sat in this chair without my pain being under control. So I was not in the best place. I was so ready to get out of there. So yeah, finally left. But yeah, so it wasn't the best experience, I'll be honest. It really wasn't. And just like I say, I was just treated like I was in the way, which it's not a nice feeling. Not when you've just had surgery. Yeah, so it wasn't a fun experience. But since coming home, I have managed to get on top of my pain, because I can control when I take my pain relief. And so yeah, I've been okay. And it's been nice because I've been able to have little bits. I will do a like what I eat in a day video. I'll do that probably later on this week, because we're in week 2 and I'm starting to be able to get away from just jellies and milk sort of thing and have a little bit more. So yeah, I'll do what I eat in a day. But I'm just going to put my eye cream on now, and it's the imim eye cream. This is really nice as well. So I just put a little bit and do that, and then just tap it in under my eyes. And this is just, I have noticed a real change in my eyes, under my eyes. This is really nice. And like I said, I'm going to use up some of the other stuff that I've got, because I've already got it. And then I will be repurchasing this when I come to buy, next time I need to buy eye cream, because I'm not doing a no buy. I don't do those. But I'm doing a, like, on my skincare. I'm not going to buy it unless I actually run out and need it, because I've got, at this point, I've got a lot more than I need. I'm going to do a declutter on it, I think, because there's some stuff that I've got that I've gotten from boxes and things that I'm just not going to use, because it's just not something that I use. But yeah, so I will do that. And then the last thing in my thing, I've got this, and it's from imim again, and it was gifted, but it's a neck cream. I don't know if you can tell. I'll put before pictures here, but my neck has firmed up quite a bit, and it's this, and it's brilliant, and it does seem to be working. It's not going to get rid of it in totally, because I've loose skin where I've lost weight, but it has definitely firmed it up, definitely done something. So yeah, I just put a little bit on and then just massage it in, and I do it on my, all the way down, just massage it in. But it is a lovely cream as well. It's really nice, really nice. Look at that. and it does seem to be doing something. I've only been using it for 2 weeks, so I'm not doing the whole like video on it yet, but I just thought I'd share with it because I don't know if you can see, but it's firming here. You know, when I face on, you know, it is definitely firming it up. It's called the Firming and Sculpting Neck Cream. Oh. That's it. It's in a foreign language, the words underneath, but yeah, a firming and sculpting neck cream. But it's definitely helped with the, because I was getting quite a bit of crepiness, and it does seem to be sort of firming everything up. So yeah, really nice, really nice. I will link it all down below. I do have a affiliate code at the bottom, an affiliate link that I can put in the description box for you. So yeah, there's that. But yeah, yeah, really nice. I'll do a more in-depth video on it in a couple of weeks when I've been testing it for like the full 4 weeks. But I'm 2 weeks in and I've definitely noticed something. So I thought I'd share. Anyway, that's the end of the video. I do so hope you liked it. Thank you for listening to me moan about how things went in the hospital. I needed to get that off my chest, I think, because it really wasn't a very nice experience, and hopefully it can be improved on, because it wasn't very fair. But anyway, that's it from me. I do so hope you liked the video. If you did, I'd love it if you give me a thumbs up. Subscribe down below for more videos to come, and hopefully I will see you in my next one. Bye for now.